Welcome everybody to another episode of the Charlton Career Mode. Listen, I've just seen a notification on my office right here. We have a risk of losing two players, Dilan Jaisimi and Timothy Kolozishak. And I think it's worth potentially signing those players on longer contracts, even if it's just to sell them for money and make sure we don't actually lose them on a free in January. So we'll cross that bridge soon. However, last episode, you will remember if you watched it, we did get a 3-1 win against our South London rivals, our South East London, got to be specific, rivals, Millwall in the league. Today, we are afforded an opportunity to embarrass another one of our South East London rivals, Crystal Palace, to officially become the biggest South East... I don't think we need to become, because I think we already are, but the biggest club in South East London, and just, you know, mark it as our own this season. So, Crystal Palace in the quarter-final of the League Cup. It's going to be a tough one. They are a Premier League outfit. So, we are going to play this one at the beginning of the episode, and then we will probably get into simming the rest of the games of December and into the transfer market where we'll hopefully sell a couple of players. I doubt we'll bring anyone in, but of course we do have Gundogan leaving then and Ward-Prowse coming in, so he's going to have to bed himself in for the rest of the season. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this game. Very important. We also mustn't forget those contracts for Jaisimi and Kolozishak as well. I won't forget that, but for now, it's time to turn our attention to the Cup as we play Crystal Palace. Oh, they're mowing the turf, or sorry, painting the lines, not mowing the turf, painting the lines on Selhurst Park here as we look to upset Crystal Palace in this quarter-final of the League Cup again. Remember, these guys are a league above us, probably team-wise, rating-wise, they're probably a little bit better than us overall, but we do have some stars in our team, Daka, Gundogan, who I'm hoping can make the difference here. We've also included a couple of other players in the team today that don't necessarily start all the league games, so let's have a look at the lineups here as we look to upset our Premier League rivals here. Some big teams left in the competition. Oh, Salford are in it, and they are in the quarter-final against Everton. They're below our fixture. Hope you guys saw it there. And let's have a look now. Oh, I thought this was the team lineup. Their player to watch is Bragança. 24 years old, Portuguese. Never heard of him, but he must have obviously been signed at some point in this save by Crystal Palace. Let's have a look at their lineup in total. It's Gaeta who starts in goal for them. Great goalkeeper. Their back four is actually pretty solid. They've got Brandon Williams at left back, Correa at right back, Riedewald and Anderson in centre back. Kouyaté the captain, Kokchu, of course he'd play for Palace, and Bragança in the midfield, and I was too slow reading it out. Here we go with the Charlton lineup. Bajic makes his another appearance in the League Cup for us in goal. Britton, Benkovic, Fanwo coming in, and Kolasinac also coming in at the back. Gundogan captain and Pepe Lu partnering him in the midfield. The youngster Burns on the left wing getting a start with Leko on the right. Cronin the youngster up front with Daka as well. So we do have a little bit of a mix of some of our promising upcoming talent and of course some of our established quality like Daka and Gundogan. Let's see what we can do here. Burns on the ball. It's a good bit of dribbling. He's a bit of a heavy touch. And looks like their right back Correa. Oh, set them on a counter-attack. Is that onside? Lino, that's really onside. Here's Akbuna. Kolasinac trying to defend this. Does so. Oh, it's a good pass from Correa. Bragança! Luckily, Bajic can pounce on that ball. And we've got possession again. Pepe Lu. Ooh, lovely pass out to Kolasinac here. He can come forward as he's got plenty of space in front of him. Keeps going down the wing here, Kolasinac. Skips past one challenge. Looking to play a cross in. Oh, good movement defensively from Crystal Palace. Gundogan wins the header. Pepe Lu wins his challenge as well. And here comes Cronin, who's already scored a few goals in this competition. Can't wriggle his way, but he's done well, actually. Gundogan keeping it all alive, keeping the dream alive. Kolasinac, can he get a cross in? Straight into the path of this Thierry R guy. I believe is Carrera. Let's just call him Thierry for the purpose of today's match. He's had a really good start for Palace. Lots of space for Akbuna down the right. Doesn't take the opportunity to cross it early. Ah, that's poor defending. And whoa, that's... Ooh, boys, we are not looking solid at the back. Kolasinac wins his header. Let's get this under control. Like it. All right, Burns, switch that play. No! Oh dear, it's Kouyaté on the ball. Forward to Chimi Avia. And over to Kokchu. And I've mocked him. He'll definitely score or assist now. I've mocked him. Look, mate, people have names like that in the world. Just get used to it. Stop being a xenophobe, everyone. Kolasinac. Getting a little bit of joy by just running forward, really, here. Oh, Burns peels off nicely. And Daka turning the defence inside out a little bit. Does well. Cronin turns, dummy, shoots, blocked. Oh, look at that. Great run from Chatzigiovannis. Never heard of him, but he's timed his run perfectly there. The number 19 for Palace. Uh-oh. Williams this time does us. We know he's right-footed, and I knew he was going to come back in. And Benkovic has done really well this season for us on the sim, or on the calendar sim. His average rating each game is really good for us, and he's doing a good job. Oh, here we go. I need to stop waffling about the defenders as Daka drills his shot at the defence. We still got it though. Gundogan into the keeper's arms. So much space here. I know we're playing a 4-2-4, but come on, that's got to be offside. It's a good save from Bajic, but it won't count towards his overall rating, unfortunately, because they were deemed and adjudged offside. Here's Kolasinac again on the ball. He's been really useful for us early on this game. Pepe Lu and Britain linking up here. Konin in a little pocket. Love that. Konin out to Jonathan Lecco. Couple of rolls, and he can't quite get his pass right. Oh no, here comes Chatzigiovannis. Let's hold our ground a little bit here, Pepe Lu. Does okay, actually, Pepe Lu there, to sort of cut off the channel. He's been quite good defensively today, making a nuisance of himself again, although they've done us. Chatzigiovannis, and that's a goal. It's a good bit of dribbling down the left-hand side from Chatzigiovannis. Sold me and played the ball into Akbuna, who scored a tap-in, really. Not a bad goal from Palace. I can't complain too much. We committed to a certain angle of defending, and they managed to get around it there. Look at that. Touch inside. Same with Chatzigiovannis onto his right foot, and the number 10 was waiting to pounce. 1-0 Palace. Another chance for Palace. Chimiavia. This has been a really good game so far. Very end-to-end. Good defending from both sides at times. Here's the second, though, for Palace. And unfortunately, where it's counted, we have conceded 2 goals. And that was Chimiavia on the score sheet for Palace. Look, this is Premier League opposition. We're playing a slightly weakened squad in places, and it's showing really here. Again, just got done on Callum Britton's side. Fizzed in, and it's a very similar goal to the first one we conceded, to be honest. 2-0 Palace. All right, half-time here, 2-0. And of course we are losing, but I'm not too disheartened because we're playing pretty well. So I feel like we could score here. How much? Oh, by the way, Salford only losing by 1 goal at half-time to Everton. I feel like we can get something out of this game. I feel like we can definitely score. Whether we do or not is a different story, but we're going to certainly try. I feel like maybe something is in the wind, though, today. Lecco trying to cover. Oh, it's wide. Bajic was trying to make the ground up to get there, but he didn't need to because it went wide in the end. We've got the ball now. Here's Benkovic. Out to Callum Britton. Now, how are we going to score against these boys? What is our tactic of scoring going to be? Cronin. Linking up with Daka. Gets the ball back. Out to Lecco, who took an absolute millennium to actually release a cross. I saw the run. It was on, and he just didn't execute it. Let's give him another chance here. Oh, it's a poor pass from Britain. That's terrible. Really lovely football being played by Palace here. Here's Akbuna again. Finding all the angles to release the passes, to keep possession, to keep the pressure on. They've done me again. It's going to be a goal. Oh, Britain manages to clear his lines. Well done, Britain. We might need to look at the bench in a minute. All right, corner ball. Oh no, Elise's on now. What a player to bring on. As Fanboy manages to get that clear. Oh no, we've given it away. Anderson. And Gundogan doing his job defensively. I'm going to make a sub so that when the ball next goes out, it actually takes effect. Kolasinac is knackered. Let's bring Hickey on. Maybe we should also bring on, I think, Charlie Barker, because we've actually played pretty badly in the fullback positions defensively. So those are the 2 changes I'm going to make. Do you know what? Let's call it quits for Cronin. Let's bring on Jeffcott. Maybe he can make a difference. Burns here. Doing all right, actually, to keep possession. Fires it over to Britain in the gap. That's good. That's good. Is it onside? It is, but we've put it wide. Burns, that was your chance, son. That was your chance for sure, Burns. How close was it in the end? What a golden opportunity. It wasn't too far. Wasn't too far, but he's got to be doing better really there. Let's see what subs we're going to make here then, as we do bring on the number 17 Jeffcott, the number 33 Hickey, and Charlie Barker, who's like 20-something. I don't know why I particularly read out their numbers, but I have done. So those 3 boys come on the pitch, and that is 3 subs made, and we have 24 minutes to rescue this game. Lecco controls it. I think that's onside. Oh, it's just off. That's got to be close. Oh, it was close. Look at that. So close, actually. We've had really, really close chances, actually. The Burn shot, that offside, which was surely going to end up in a goal if it was on. Still chances here for Charlton in this game, despite being 2 goals down. Oh, Elise skipped. Look how far he's gone. Luckily, he's given the ball away. Oh, he hasn't, because Leko's lost his header. Somehow he's lost his header. Oh, I've done so badly there. That's a goal. I've done so badly there. That's my fault again. 3-0 Palace. And that surely seals it for the Eagles. Don't mug me off. Elise did so well there to win the ball back in the first place. And then look at that dribbling. Tried to slide there, but nah, I shouldn't really have done that with Charlie Barker. And we are 3-0 down here in this cup quarter final. Not good. No, don't score another one. I can't be dealing with another goal conceded. Edouard now. No, that's a goal. It's a good save. Can we please stop? No, they can't stop. We're just not getting the ball for the rest of the game, apparently, guys. But no, I'm sorry, the goalkeeper. I'm sorry, that one. I hate it when it gets ridiculous. Like the first 3 goals, okay, I deserve them. That one, though, that one was a bit of a piss take. Did you see how the keeper reacted to trying to save it? Have another look at this, guys. So we can't get a touch of the ball here, no matter what we do. The shot comes in. No, Bajic should save that. He should absolutely save that. He's on the wrong angle. Weak foot of Milivojevic, I believe. And regardless, what a poor effort to save that shot. That's ridiculous. It should be 3-0. I'll take the first 3, but that one was fucking a joke. And now the floodgates are just opening up for no apparent reason. And look, what? Come on, that's just happened from kickoff, man. I don't know if my players are knackered. I don't know what's going on, but that's too much. This game, the momentum, just one ball over the top. Poor defending from everybody. 5-0. At 2-0, this was alive, and all of a sudden, it's just the hope's just died. What's going on, boys? All right, Jeff Cott. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So when Jeff Cott receives the ball here, there is a gap for that pass to be executed. That ball trajectory that the sort of indicator shows would be perfect. However, just a bit weird, isn't it? Another chance for Palace here. Fanwo! What are you doing, Fanwo? What are you doing, defense? AI! What are you doing? Fanwo just... It's like he might as well not have been there. It's like, come on, the first 3 were fine. The second 3 were not fine. What's Fanwo? What's he doing? Why does he run on the non-goal side? I don't understand the behaviour of the AI in this game. It's such an issue in this game. Okay, so please, guys, just bear with me here, because I know I'm moaning and stuff. But look, this is just from a purely analytical perspective. So Fanwo should be staying with the defender somewhat. He's not even looking at him there. He lets him go an absolute mile off. And then when the ball comes in, he barely reacts. He just jogs. The shot is saved. At this point, Fanwo, the AI needs to tell Fanwo, get goal side and block the shot or the pass from coming in. Fanwo goes round the outside, like more towards the corner flag here. And then as the touch comes inside, Fanwo goes... He keeps running where the ball is not. Like, why is the AI making Fanwo run away from the ball there? It does not make any sense. Fanwo's running towards, like, some fan that he's seen or something. Like, Fanwo can deal with that. At this point, Fanwo can adjust his body shape and deal with that. But the AI just makes him sprint in a straight line. And then it's just like... It's just... a goal from there. This shouldn't end 6-0. The 3-0 would have been acceptable. 6 is absolutely not. We're going to try and score a consolation. I imagine unsuccessfully. And yes, 4 minutes added. They'll probably score another one here, Palace, because they literally just have to pass the ball once. And our defence are cream crackered. There we go, 7-0. And look, you see how easy that was. You see, I mean, I'm playing 4-2-4, so let's bear that in mind. But it shouldn't be that easy, even if the players are knackered. That's just silly. That is just absolutely silly. But yeah, we lose this game anyway. It's fair to say we're out the cup. And it's fair to say we need to up our game. Look, Fanwo again. Fanwo again. What is Fanwo doing jogging there like that? My word. My, oh my game. The AI in this game is unbelievable at times. And for somehow we now lose 7-0 to the opposition. Look, we've successfully mugged off Millwall. And we've successfully been mucked off by Crystal Palace. So I guess that's motivation for us to go and beat them next season. But we have been absolutely crushed in that game. So, like, again, very frustrating because the last 4 goals were ridiculous. And that was the game's fault. The first 3 were just brilliant. But the ones that came after that, the next 4 were just like, I might as well not have been playing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we take the L. And it's not a great start to the episode. And that, 7-0, we have to look at for the rest of the season. That happened. How annoying. And finally, Pepe Lu. Look, we're not going to be too mad about that, okay? We're just going to let it go. We're going to accept that the game is weird these days and the AI is ridiculous. And we're going to move on. We're going to try and forget about it. Pepe Lu now is going to become a CM, which we've been training as his main position for about, well, since the beginning of this season, really. So let's see if he goes up. He doesn't. He stays at a 79. How long would it take him to go back to a CDM? Just 2 weeks. So at least we've got the option there. But of course, we are playing with a 4-2-4, which does require a CM more so than a CDM. So we're going to go for a ball-winning midfielder development plan on him. And we are now going to progress with the rest of the season. Okay, so that's so ugly, isn't it? That 7-0. Look, we will get them back when we're up in the Premier League. Don't you worry, guys. Anyway, we're going to sim through to the 1st of January, and I imagine we will start looking at shipping some players out. We beat Barnsley, so we bounce back straight away. Draw against Bristol City, and a win 4-2 against Middlesbrough. So don't worry, we're doing the business in the Championship. I just need to stop playing the actual games, don't I? That would help everybody. Oh, bro, Ward-Prowse has just popped up in my squad. The captain, James Ward-Prowse, has come in, and guess why? Because it's the 1st of January and Gundogan has departed to Southampton. So we've also got, so that is Ward-Prowse arriving, and then we've got Gwilt leaving on loan. And the transfer window is officially open. So looking at this squad then, who can we now afford to sell? Now, 1, I think we can probably afford to sell Kolozishak, and I think we can probably also afford to sell someone like Josh Davidson. Maybe even one of these two. Claire's gone up to a 70 now. Maybe even Morgan or Claire. And that should recuperate a couple £1,000,000 for us. And and then we can look at contracts and different things like that. So that's the plan. Let's transfer list those players and see if any bids come in. So yeah, us sort of renewing contracts is kind of contingent on whether or not we can sell players. There are a few players out of contract, but anyway, we're going to continue on the actual pitch now. We have actually got another cup game here against Bournemouth this time, who are one of our rivals, I believe, at the top of the Championship. Or was that last season? Maybe they got promoted. Let's see how we do against them. It's going to be a 1-0 win for us. I know I left the screen there. Let's go back and see that. A 1-0 win against Bournemouth. That's a really good result, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is exactly what we did not want. But this is one of the drawbacks of sort of using all of our money on that James Ward-Prowse deal. Now I feel a bit stupid because we could have got like 3-4 million for Kolozishak. He's already been snapped up by Wolfsburg, which actually makes sense, complete sense, because he's a player that could do it for Wolfsburg. So we're not going to get any money for him, unfortunately. That is actually really, really annoying. Kolozishak is going to move on. So we do have about like 27k in the wages. I actually am going to try and sign a few of these players and extend their deals, particularly like players like Burns, who I do not want to leave and do what Kolozishak did. I don't think he can, purely because he's 19. I think you have to be above 24 in order to do what Kolozishak did on this game. Potentially also in real life. But we are going to get into the negotiation room now with Shane Burns, who's actually come on quite well, been pretty good actually, as probably our best and strongest young player that's come from our youth academy. Wow, humble guy. He wants 1.6 on the wages and not too much in the bonus. We'll accept that. That is very, very easy on the wages actually. And Shane Burns gets 5 years extended to his deal, and I will take him until he's 25, 26 years old. 24, 25 actually. And yeah. Great player, 52% increase in his value, as you can see there. and he is worth 3.2 million at the moment and could be the future of Charlton in this save. Next up, another promising young striker, Cronin, who's actually had his moments in a Charlton shirt for us this season as well. And again, another humble guy, man. 1.4k on the wages, 12.5k signing bonus. We will take that. Who's next? Who is next? Let's go for, I guess we can try and maybe do both of these guys. Let's try it. 7.6k, so a bit more of an increase for Jaisimi, but he is at like a senior player age now. We'll get rid of the bonus and we'll actually offer him the wage that he wants, and he's going to accept it. So Dealang Jaisimi, if we don't sell him, we are going to have his services for another 3.5 years. That's not bad at all. All right, finally then we have our youngster here, Colin Keating, who shouldn't be too expensive to sign as well. Worth 1.4 million, so we could potentially see him ask for a little bit more in the wages, but we'll see. We're going to offer him a £2,000 wage, and he says that's reasonable. I will take that. It's probably a little bit over the top, but he didn't get a signing bonus. He doesn't get any other bonuses, performance related. So who's actually our highest paid player? It's Daka by a mile. Ward-Prowse is only on 42. So the drop-off between Daka and Ward-Prowse is quite hefty. And then Saar Kolasinac, who's probably a bit overpaid, to be honest. And then Ilanga Kolozashak, yeah, it's actually a decent wage structure with Daka kind of our star player, which makes sense. Let's have a look at Ward-Prowse's development plan then here as we look to change him. Oh yeah, he is going to go up quite quickly. Let's change him to a, box-to-box midfielder, up his pace a little bit. And of course that attacking work rate as well. And that should be good for JWP. We're going to sim a few more games here. Sheffield Wednesday next. 2-1 win against them. And we have to do this a little bit more slowly because we are in the middle of the transfer window. We've got 2 sales to confirm here. They are Charlton boys, like real-life Charlton boys. Josh Davidson, we've raised him to the point of being able to sell him for a healthy fee, and he is going to leave to Atlanta now for 1.75 mil. So that is a little bit of money added to our transfer budget. And we've also sold, sadly, Albie Morgan, who started to plateau. He was like 70 weeks away from becoming a 71. So I think we need to strengthen that position a little bit in the future. And Albie Morgan is going to go to Leganes. I think that's a Spanish team there for 2 million. Both of you, Davison, we salute you. Morgan, we salute you. Look how many points clear we are at the top of this table, guys. We are 8 points clear of Brighton, and something special is going to have to happen for us to not get automatic promotion here. Right, next up we got QPR here. Obviously you can see Alanga's gone up to a 77. Ward-Prowse has started flying as he's already on a +3 after only 1 or 2 games. And against QPR we are going to get a 3-0 victory. Ward-Prowse scores 2 goals, Jeffcott with the other. So he is getting off to a flying start with a 10 out of 10 as well there. Fair play, JWP, man. Ooh, and I've spotted another player who could be good for us to sign on a pre-contract agreement. Now, I do not rate this geezer in real life at all. I think he's a liability and should be playing in another league, not the Prem. However, we are going to sign him purely on FIFA terms. He's got some really good traits on him as well, and he's only 31 as opposed to some of the other freebies we've been signing like Benzema, 35, Gundogan, 33. He is of an age where we could get a season or 2 out of him as a squad player, if anything. So let's try and sign Granit Xhaka on a pre-contract agreement, and that is one signing we can look forward to for next year. And again, we could just do the tactic that we've been doing for some of these players that we're signing, these older, valuable players, where we could just use the 10 mil that he is worth on the transfer market to just like swap with another player. So let's consider that. But yeah, we are going to sign Xhaka here. He wants to be a crucial player. Maybe 3 years? He doesn't mind that. Okay, can we get him signed then? He doesn't want a release clause. And salary-wise, we're going to go in with a 20k offer and see what he says to that. It's an insult. All right, Xhaka, I fucking hate you anyway. You're shit. So although like this would be a huge game to play, I'm actually just going to sim it. This season is a write-off. This is a promotion season. Look, the FA Cup we'll take more seriously next year. We'll probably end up losing this game, but we draw it, earn ourselves a little replay at the Valley potentially. So that's interesting. Let's see if there's any more business on the transfer window. Fabio Silva potentially going to Norwich, but that's about it. Let's continue. We've got a replay against Spurs coming up, and Coventry here. 4-0 away win against Coventry. Let's quickly check if there's anything going on in the transfer market. A loan offer for Barker. Oh, and our performance is under observation. Hang on, let me try and combat this, because we're down to a 53 rating on the manager rating, which is bad. How can we combat this then? So I think by getting some youth players in, let's do that. How much have we got? We've got 2.6 million. We can do this. So let's send one of our geezers over to Iceland to find ourselves the next Herman Hreidarsson. So we want some defensive-minded players for the next 3 months. And then let's send, is it Finnegan? Who's the better out of these two? Yeah, Finnegan. Let's send him over to, where else do we want to go? Let's send him over to Austria for 3 months to find any type of player that he for so wishes. And then maybe we can get some more love from the board. Let's hope so. So I've just noticed, guys, in our board expectations, which are actually starting to worry me a little bit, one of our requirements is to get to the next round of the FA Cup, reach the round of 16 stage, and that would mean beating Spurs. Now, I would say that playing it gives me a better advantage, but I don't think it does. So, we're going to hopefully get the win here on the sim against Spurs. Are we going to do that? Oh, it's a 3-0 loss. The board is going to hate me. Oh, it stays the same at 53. I'm hoping we don't get sacked. We're still way clear and on course to win the league. But, Anyway, yeah, I am a little bit worried about the board expectations and the confidence rating. And one way I can save it a little bit, I think the only way, is by signing 2 players from South America. That might save our job. That's a medium priority goal. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave the episode there today, and we're going to try and do that at the beginning of next episode. There might not be players that we particularly want to use. We're going to do it purely to try and avoid getting sacked. So that should be interesting. Hopefully we don't, otherwise I guess we just lose the career mode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I think literally next episode we're going to do that and probably finish the season and then start the episode after that in the Premier League. So do stay tuned for that, guys. Make sure you're subscribing to all of the 4 channels of Red Vibe. It will appear at the end of the episode, guys, but thank you so much once again for watching. I'll see you all next time. Lots of content on all of those coming out, guys, particularly Galarian Gold. Make sure you subscribe to all the 4 channels, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Love you. Gang.